Well, hello there, my loves. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing today on this beautiful moon day on the 24th of November already? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for returning and joining me. Okay, my loyal subscribers, thank you for returning. My new subscribers, thank you and welcome to the family. If you're new here, I'm an intuitive reader. And I receive signs and synchronicities, omens, all things nature. Spirit is constantly speaking to me throughout my waking hours. Okay, through my waking hours. So I'm pretty in tune um, to what is going on. Um, and it's part of the reason why I don't do personal readings. So this is a collective reading, okay? Only take what resonates with you, all right? We are all on different timelines, and we're all having different experiences at different times, So that is what it is. That is what it is. But I'm going to set the intention that um, if this reading comes across your path, it was meant for you. Okay. All right. 15. Aquarius, the big break. The big break. Yeah, I've been hearing that all day today. All right, Spirit. I've been feeling that all day today. I've been feeling the love of Spirit today. The number 6 resonates with love, and I've just been feeling that big love. All right, love. Spirit wants to give you all of your heart's desires. Okay. As I was right before I rose today. Okay, well, we're just gonna have it like that. Rose today, I overheard a number of Romans 8:28 in the background. And that to me just really just solidifies, you know, um, for you collective, okay, that Spirit is and will provide for those who love him, okay? So, yeah. So have no fear in this new chapter that we are about to venture off to, all right? This card is about opportunity, my loves, all right? Help and extra cash or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun, all right, when these opportunities, while performing these tasks, all right? All of your efforts are going to be rewarded, Aquarius. This 1515 is about freedom, okay? It's about forward movement, your skills, innovation, and focus. Today's a pretty big focus day as well. Try not to let things distract you today. Okay, try not to get easily distracted. There will be some things that are going to be revealed to you today. All right, let's jump over here to the repair and growth. Let's see what Spirit has for us. Where are we possibly needing some repair and growth? Remember, only take what resonates. Okay. Letting go. All right. Letting go of any resistance. Okay. All right. If you're, I, I was talking with a woman about this yesterday. I was giving her an angel card reading, and I said, Spirit wants it all. Okay. He wants it all. So that means letting go of the past hurt. You can't have one foot in the door. Well, I forgive for this and not forgive for that. All right. It's either you're all the way in or you're all the way out. All right. The cycle has ended. So whatever you were holding on to, Spirit, let it go. It's over. We're in a whole new season. Okay. Have closure and gratitude with this. For the situation has come to an end. Okay. Holding on will only block what's coming in for you. And there's a lot of spewing still going on in social media about he did this, she did that. But I'm hearing Spirit say, at times we have to take personal responsibility for what we allow. Heal from that. And I guess I need to go in here again. Heal from that. Heal from that. Past resentments. Learn from them. Learn what not to do next time. Okay. It's one thing about educating people, but there's another, flip side of that when we're spewing, um, negative comments and as if you are flawless. Okay. Okay, Spirit. As if you're flawless. You don't have any, you don't, yeah. Look at that. There's some denials looking right at me. You're still on the floor. Okay, denial, deception. All right. There's a situation Spirit wants you to be aware of, okay, that you're refusing to seek and have clarity on. All right, which is living in denial can create false scenarios to see the things that are not accurate. Have the courage, all right? I feel that, Leo. I feel that with Leo. Okay, have the courage and discernment and dig deep into the truth of the situation. Yeah. So there's some denial, that someone needs to face here. Sometimes things call for when you're needing to let go. It calls for grabbing things by the horns, and looking things and for what it is and being truthful and honest with yourself. And it takes courage to do that. It takes courage to do that. So you might be, if you have a strong Leo presence in your chart, you might be feeling the need to have courage and do that, to step forward and look at yourself in the mirror and just say, okay, you know what? I'm done being angry about it. I'm done, talking about it, number one. Because the more you talk about negative behaviors and negative things, you're just drawing in that negative energy towards yourself. So I would rather talk about some positive aspects of the things that maybe you have learned from these negative experiences. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, Gemini's tough. Gemini's tough. All right. Um, being called to get some additional messages from the universe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and communicate those feelings. I get it. Especially once that throat chakra opens up. Okay, there's a lot to be said. I get it. There comes a time where you just have to go. You know what? Okay, this did happen. Okay, um, and let it go. Yeah, let it go. Because moving forward in this paradigm, it's all about the energy. And that energy that you're putting out there in that tone is going to reflect right back. It's going to be just like a boomerang. Even though your intentions might be good, it's the underlying emotion that's behind it. Because it's about the feeling. Okay. So even though the intention is good, it's the feeling behind it, then the way that it comes across. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Anything in this day? Thank you, Spirit. And one card. All right. And you are safe and you are protected. The worst is behind you. Mm. And Spirit says you're ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. The lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. So let it go. All right. Get out of denial. Get out of denial. Because they were lessons that you came here to learn. Like I say, I didn't want it. Apparently, I did want it. Apparently, I did want it. So I was so adamant. I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that. But apparently, I had to. I had to go through it so that I could learn it. Okay. It reminds me when you're taking state. Um, ah, where I'm from, we would have to take when we would take like a state class online, and part of the at every end of each chapter or whatever, or it would say learn it. And then we of course we have to go back and show that we've actually were able to obtain and and know the material. So yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to have to repeat anything. I don't want to have to repeat anything. Yeah, Spirit, I don't want to have to repeat anything. So I am bound and determined to learn it this lifetime. I am. Anything else, Spirit? Bottom of the deck? All right. And remember, no act of kindness is ever wasted. You know, Don't feel bad when you give in to someone who didn't appreciate it. Know that you gave, okay, from your heart. You gave from your heart. Okay? So know that no act of kindness. No act of kindness. Spirit, gave me the words and said, they must have needed it. You were the person that they needed at that time. And they won't forget that either. Okay? So no act of kindness. Keep being that beautiful spirit that you are. That's why you have to let go. Because if you don't, that stuff tends to eat you up inside. So, that hurt tends to eat you up inside. Spirit says it's safe. It's safe so that your spirit can be truly free. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Hmm. Let's see what archangel's with us today. As we make this transit on the 24th here. We have some what is it today? Saturn and oh I didn't it was yeah, we have a big with Saturn and what is that trine? Uh Venus, I believe it is. Okay. Making its way back to see who's learned their lessons or not. Okay. Spirit. Primary interest with us today. Supporting us. Supporting us right now. Mm. Hmm. Yeah. Archangel Jeremiah. Signs, symbols, and synchronicities. 1111. Card 7. 16. All right, 16. And we have 1515. Guys, that's 16. Or 6. 6. See, um, being called to be in the moment and to remove any things that might be obstacles, that might be diverting your attention, is distractions. Okay, so um, spirit is speaking. Okay, and if if we're not there, we can't hear. We can't hear. Archangel Jeremiah. Wow. Oh, 16. All right, my loves. Our angel Jeremiah, I'm going to reiterate today, we're being asked to, within like, during this time period, I think between now and the full moon, is to really just be in the moment and so that you can hear spirit. Okay. And our angel Jeremiah, whose name reflects divine mercy, okay, who reflects divine mercy, um, and shares on the counterpart with Archia Freedom. Okay, this is angel gently helps you navigate life through symbology. He guides your prayers and questions have been heard and been answered through signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Notice these, all right? Things like white feathers, pennies, I mean, any type of feathers for that matter, animals, songs, signs, repetitive numbers, and hearts and wings reflected in your environment. These are truth bumps and other meaningful ways that he and your guardian angels are inspiring you. Invite in Archia Jeremiah for prophecy, life review to reflect upon where you've been and what needs to resolve and where you're headed. All right. Decoding dreams, memories, and symbology, compassion, and fortifying divine guidance. Oh my. Spirit is speaking very loud and clear today. You know, as I was reflecting before my reading today, that unlike some, I don't dream. Spirit does not have to put me to sleep, or I don't have to be asleep to walk with Spirit. Spirit is with me throughout my entire day. Okay, that's me. All right. So if this is something that, maybe, you don't have dreams, just be rest assured. It's okay. Call in our angel Jeremiah to help you decode. All right. And of course, I'm available, okay, to help you look deeper into any signs and synchronicities or omens that you might be receiving, okay? They're more than just numbers. All right? It's not egotistical to recognize yourself as a divine being. For the truth is, my loves, you are special and you are loved. You already sit upon a throne. Your path is simply to remember. So remember who you are. Don't allow others to bring you down off of your throne. Okay? Don't let them do that. All right? Take the time to understand the lesson. All right? The signs, synchronicities. What did this individual teach you? Okay? And remember, don't allow it to let you be bitter. Okay? You're better than that. All right? You're better than that. Spirit knows you've been through hell. All right? And that you've been through, not just been through hell, you've come back. All right? You came through the fire. And you didn't smell like smoke. Because they were looking for the embers and they didn't see any. All they saw was your glow. They saw your favor. You have to recognize you have favor. Thank your angels for showing you the many ways that they care and they support you. Let them know. Let Spirit know how much you love Him and the support that He sends your way. Because without Him, there would be no angels. Okay? All right? And be open to the divine guidance that Spirit is showing you. So I have to tell y'all before I even end this reading today, my conversation was about this. My conversation with Spirit was about being open and being present today. And it showed up in the reason in the reading so beautifully. We have to take ownership because we are what we attract. You know, that energy, it is. And, it's, you know, the things that we don't like in others, we see within ourselves. And we have to learn from that. We have to be mature enough to learn from that. Have emotional balance to be able to learn from those things. With that being said, prepare your evening tonight, okay? Take a cool shower to purify your energy, all right? You can, and this will help for some of you who do, will help your dreams to deliver you what you already know, all right? And then upon waking, note the dreams you had, all right? Or any signs and synchronicities for that matter. Okay, if you're out on your walk, you know, um, you're watching nature. I mean, I can watch birds, and the birds. I I have a joke that the birds are telling on somebody today, and eventually I'm gonna be shown who it is. Especially if they're in my energy, I'm gonna know. Okay, um, so just be open to that, and let them pour whatever it is, you know, that loving and kind energy into you. Okay. And then ask Jeremiah to reveal the deeper meaning behind the fragmented images or symbolism. All right. Well, that was beautiful, my loves. Let me see. Shall I pull? I'm gonna pull a chakra card. I sure am. Um. Oh. Some of you have probably recently gone through a sacral chakra activation or clearing and a solar plexus. For me, those have been very active, very active, um, very active. Third eye, about right now. Okay, third eye. That's what I'm feeling right now. But that's on a personal level. Let's see what's going on a collective level. Okay. Do. So I know a lot of people, you know, having a lot of family and friends over. Some of us chosen ones, we're not. You may be seeing your family for the first time in 5, 6 years. Yeah, you know, Spirit is bringing things together. You know, um, so just take it day by day. All right. Take it day by day. 6 years, we have changed so much. And, when I saw my son, I was like, I'm so different. I am so different. But it went well. It went well. And I'm glad I did it because I sure was apprehensive about it. Oh no, I don't do those. So yeah. So enjoy the time, okay? Enjoy the time. But just be optimistic, okay? Be optimistic. Um, things will, we have to understand things will never go back to the way they were. We can only move forward from where we are. All right? A little bit of wisdom. We can only move forward from where we are. Things will never go back to the way they used to be. All right. Let's see here, Spirit, for the five collective. Oh. Kundalini rising. Holistic health. I was just thinking about making my hummingbird some new water. I didn't think, and there's a 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Spiritual awakening is at hand for the collective. Okay. Let's put this here. All right. Well, good. I don't need to change it. Holistic health. We've got 7s here. Okay. We got 7s here. 7s and 6s. 7s, spiritual growth, spirituality. Okay. And then that's a 5 card. So that tells me what's going on. That tells me for sure. Okay. Here's our message. So this is base chakra. Okay. And I'll just quickly go over what that base chakra entails. It's related to family, balance, holistic health, abundance, security and stability, grounding, survival, instinct, money, material needs, ancestors, trust, appropriate boundaries, prosperity, energy, physical well-being, vitality, and rejuvenation. Spirit wants you to know, my loves, that you are the most powerful person in your life. Right? To create profound healing. It's time to look at yourself holistically and let go of anything that is not serving your highest purpose at this time. So again, we have the letting go. Do what is required to nurture this process. Remember, we can't have one foot in and one foot out, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna go kick it with my friends who are not in alignment, or I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna, have these feelings about a person or talk. I'm gonna gossip about this individual. Okay, so you can't have one foot in and one foot out. So whether it is to go and see a healer or massage therapist or start a daily practice like yoga, meditation, or some other form of exercise. You may also be guided to change what you eat or change something in your environment. Whether your mind, body, and spirit is calling you to do, it is a perfect time to take action and invite holistic healing into your life. So, Spirit would like you to affirm with this card: every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. Say that each and every day, okay? Talk to your body. Talk to your body. You'll be amazed at how happy it becomes. All right. And then, so yeah, like I said, if you're visiting family at this time, you know, you may have to put some boundaries down, okay? Because you're not the same person. All right. Um, they don't know that until you show up. And that's the difficult part. But again, Leo is here to give you the courage that you need. Okay. So if you have Leo in your chart, draw in off of that courage. Mm-hmm. All right. Um, so let's see. Listen, this is the sacral chakra. Or is it? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I went over to the wrong page here. Um, there we go. Right. So like I said, you'll be happy at how you'll be um excited to see how happy your body becomes, how your cells become. Your mind and your body and spirit are constantly working to attain that. So when you can speak to it, it is innate. Okay. So when you can do that, it helps your body to heal. So spirit is saying, get out of your own way. All right. So that you can clear your emotional and you can clear any emotional or mental imbalances so that the body can heal itself. Okay. So this is what we're doing. All right, my loves. We're gonna end it here. I hope this message resonated with you today. All right. Know that you have a big break coming in, Aquarius. All right. Letting go is a part of the process. Letting go of any toxic patterns or limiting beliefs that you might have. Okay. And help is needed. No, I'm sorry, help is available. Okay. For you if needed. Okay. Just reach out here in the community. Okay. There's a lot of healers, okay, that can guide you into self-healing. All right. All right, my loves. Sending you all limitless love and light on this moon day. Yep. All right. Keep be aware, okay, to your surroundings at all times. All right. Spirit is speaking to you at all times. You know, I have come to understand and know that people are going to think, who the hell does she think she is? Saying that she walks with spirit and spirit talks to her through signs and synchronicities. It just is. All right. TTL. Have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day.